Hey, we are live, we are back. Back. Hey, so where are we now? Okay, so we have this UI which I'm not a big fan of, but let me just take a look at the plan. What is the plan? Okay, should I proceed to the main task now? Okay, so we have upcoming card, this one. Okay, we need fighters, compare. Okay, first of all, I want to do the prediction. So let's test the algorithm, basically. This will be a big task, I guess. Okay, so now let's start working on one feature. Basically, the fight card component inside the events. No, it's not inside the events. Okay. It's inside the fight card component. It's inside the fighters folder, components fighters folder, the fight card component. So I want to display the prediction inside of it, the prediction of the fight. For the prediction of the fight, we have already created the algorithm, which will take the data and generate the outcome. So can you please check that algorithm, find that algorithm, and make sure to check if we have all necessary arguments that that algorithm needs, coming from our database, coming from our fighters. You can check the database table so you will understand. Okay, so yeah, I mean, this is one of the main tasks which I want to make work, you know. This is the most interesting part, I think. Um, actually, where is this? Yeah, I mean, we generated the algorithm, so yeah, let's check how will it work. Yes, so we need to scrape the data from the UFC. So we need to understand what position the fight is. So we need to scrape the data from the UFC. So we need to. Let's also open up the browser, I guess. Where inside the fight card should the prediction be displayed? Above the stats? Not above, I think below the stats should be. A person yeah. pretty low stats. Let's try. Okay, so seems we have a plan. Let's go. Okay, so it's wiring up the algorithm so we can display the predictions for the fights, and at the same time it is scraping the data from UFC, so I can populate the database with currently I can't differentiate the fights, is it main event or prelims, so basically we are fetching the data as I understand, or it's writing a scraper function to fetch it. Okay, so fetch UFC.com events. Okay. Will you be fetching and scraping all the data, or you will create a scraper function and it will run and automatically populate the database? Yeah, actually, I think I need to help Claude with this one, because yeah, it can just go along and do really like a lot of stuff, which is maybe waste of tokens. So let me check events. do the fight card. Main card, prelims. So basically here we have only this telling us, and under this we should understand it's very bad actually. Okay, what are the other options? I have one option here. Here UFC, main card, preliminary card. Google, where else could it be actually? UFC events, let me check. ESPN maybe has ShareDog. Same as on UFC. Okay, so I think okay, let me check. Hmm. Prediction. Okay, just a moment, I got a phone call. Yeah, so like we got a prediction actually. 50% decision he thinks, likely method. KO, TKO, submission. We don't have. Okay, so we have fight prediction low. What does that mean? Okay, let me check something else. This one. Do we have prediction on this one? 4% prediction low. We don't have any explanation of why. I just want to try to understand. High. Okay, we have fight prediction high, but no explanation. It's interesting. I need to compare this actually with the odds. You know, that's the most interesting. Okay, Strickland Hernandez. Let me check. Decision 43%. %51% Anthony Hernandez. Okay. Interesting. Surveys. Spivak. Okay. Damn, I need to check. But first of all, I want to check what does he think about Max Holloway, Charles Oliveira. High probability Max Holloway decision. Okay, that's cool. Actually, it's very realistic. Like, it's realistical algorithm. The way I'm understanding. Okay, it's very realistical. Renato Moicano, Brian Ortega. It's interesting what algorithm will rate this. I would pick Renato Moicano for sure, because Brian Ortega is just not in a good form lately. Yes, and decision is very realistic. Algorithm did it as well. Caio Borallo versus Rainy. The reader, this fight also is amazing, and I have no idea what can be chosen here. Or did they fight already? Did they fight already? Let me check his last fight. It was 2025. Nasruddin Imao, yeah, he lost against him. So I have no idea who I would favor here. He favors Borallo, okay. Emmett, Eloy Murphy, Adesanya Piper, Eloy Murphy, also interesting. Okay, Leron Murphy, yeah, decision. Okay. Now it's the time to check the odds and see if it's only favoring by the odds. Where should I check the odds? Actually, let me check like this. Or UFC. Let me check. A UFC fight night. What's this? I need decimal. Mario Bautista is favorite, and by our predictions, slight favorite is Vinicius Oliveira. Interesting. It's interesting take actually. Yeah, so bookmakers are favoriting Mario Bautista. Okay, so Amir Albazi and Kyoji Horiguchi. Kyoji Horiguchi is a heavy favorite on bookmakers. So let's see actually what our predictors say. Yeah, it also makes it heavy favorite. Most likely by decision. KO to KO. That's nice. I like it. I like it. I like the algorithm. It's like I checked some fights and it's very realistical. And yeah, like it does not strictly follow the odds. Because Mario Bautista is a favorite. So based on statistics, algorithm favors Vinicius de Oliveira. It's interesting. Okay, for now I think it's fine. Now I just need to try to understand. Okay, please also tell me. I have checked the algorithm, and as I know, it should generate some kind of a human readable description for his prediction. Am I right or no? Should we also see it? And also please read Claude MD file one more time. Claude. Okay, we'll check. Yeah, because algorithm works itself, but we don't have some kind of description. It will be like same description for all, but still some human readable. Maybe then I'm gonna integrate AI who will just generate like more comprehensive explanations of why I chose it. expandable breakdown. Always visible compact. Show a compact list of all dimensions with mean scores. Yeah. Top insights or always visible compact? Top insights. Show compact list of all 6 dimensions with mini score bars and notes. Top insights, I think. Top insights is better. I like always 6 bullet points on each fighter. Kind of gets boring real quick. Okay, I need to chat about this. Okay, so you were telling me that on UFC website we have just the title on UI, and below this title, like main event title, there are main event fights listed. Then comes prelims title, and below that prelim title. So basically we just have it on the UI. We don't have any other clue to understand if the fight is prelim or main event, right? So maybe I should check for other sources where you can check, or do you think it's possible to create a scraper that I can run as a function and it will just fetch this info from UFC? So, I mean, will you create the data scraper that will scrape the UI from the UFC? Because you said, as I understand, there is no clear telling if the fight is main event or prelims besides the title on the UI, right? On UFC website, there is a title main event, and below that, it's being listed the fights, and that's how you understand if these fights are main event or prelims, right? So maybe it's worth trying to find another source that we can easier understand which fight is prelims or main event. You got me?
Want to spice up your listening? Smart Shuffle can weave in song recommendations for your playlist when you join Spotify Premium. Or start a jam, where you can invite your friends to create and add to shared playlists, all with unlimited skips and repeats. Tap the banner to learn more.
Okay. Yeah, so basically that's what makes this compelling. Like yesterday using Claude, we like created an algorithm which feeds on the data of the fighters, the all-time statistics like their striking, grappling, career, at what like usually the average fight time, and the opponent, like it's considering everything, and based on probability bar, like it displays red, blue, like percentages, and predicts the method: KO, TKO, or submission or decision. It also gives the confidence page, high, like medium or low, like how confident he is with his picks. Key factors are 2 or 3 most decisive dimensions with their human readable nodes. So basically it also generates some human readable nodes, and also warnings: ring rust, missing data, small sample size noticed. Yeah, I mean, this will be the warnings, like if there is some missing data, and also ring rust in case of the fighter. Basically, whatever fight is clicked, the algorithm will run in the background, taking the data, like the statistics from the database, and generate possible score, considering all the factors that we mentioned. So here is the result. We have high prediction, low in confidence, this one, and it gives almost 50-50, a slight edge to Vinicius Oliveira. And on bookmakers, Mario Bautista is the favorite. But it's clear to me why Mario Bautista is favorite. It's because Mario Bautista is like recently more trendy, because he fights recently Umar Nurmagomedov, Jose Aldo, I don't know, you know, and he's a grinder and people love him, and he's a slight favorite. Yeah, people are betting on him, most of the people, because they know him. So it's interesting. I mean, yeah, it's 50-50, like it's not like a significant advantage to this one. But I need to check the key factors, what is being generated. Experience: Vinicius Oliveira is on 4-fight win streak. That's amazing, it's right, but it's not experience, it should be momentum here. Like, I should note this, not momentum. Okay. One point to fix and consider is, I'm reading right now the notes generated by prediction, and it's written experience, and it says that Vinicius Oliveira is on a 4-fight win streak. In this case, please let's write momentum in instead of experience, because experience, I think, is a bit different thing. Experience is more like overall number of fights, but since a fighter is a 4-fight win streak, it's called momentum. Okay, this is noted. Recent form: Vinicius Oliveira has a better recent record of 80% win rate in the last 5 fights. Good. Grappling: Mario Bautista lands more takedowns. Key factors. Okay, Mario Bautista lands more takedowns. It's basically like a random fact that I understand. It's not only key factors for the Oliveira. I think it's fine. Okay, so yeah, we'll update this with momentum instead of experience. Now what to do with this? This is the problem here. Okay, fetch this, fetch this. Let's see. Yeah, I need to find the source for scraping, for understand which fight is this. Is the main card or prelims? We need to have this information. Without this, it's not possible to go on. Okay, so predict. Now it's experience. No, on a fight where. No, not experience. It should be momentum. What's up, Claude? Don't get lost, bro. Fight card. Momentum. I like it. Now it's called Momentum. Vinicius Oliveira is on a 4-fight win streak. Good, good, good. Okay, what else? What else? What else? Fetch it, fetch it. Fetch it from everywhere. Manually, maybe I should do it. Like this. But for now, I think I will manually do it. I don't want to waste time on this, like fetching this. Okay, what else? What else needs to be done now? We have this kind of a thing. Yeah, I don't want to touch. I don't want to dive deep into UI for now because I want to have like all essential functionality for now, and then I can just go on with it. Yeah, this is crazy stats, and I don't know where is it coming from. Like, this is crazy. This is super wrong. It's not takedowns. I think it's strikes. Why does it do as takedown? No. Or yes. It couldn't. It's not possible. I need to check this. Okay, for now, until we find the solution, I will delegate it manually, whether it is prelim or main card. But let's understand where will we add this key in the database, whether the fight is main event or prelim. So tell me and I will manually then do it for now. Okay, what did I want to do? This one. Yeah, to ask about this. Great news. The field already exists in your database in a fight model. Okay, fight. Card position. Okay. Main card. Okay, got it, got it. I will populate it myself. Now, what I want to ask. Yes, so I saw some a little bit strange numbers in the database for takedowns attempted, total takedowns attempted, I think. For example, take a fighter Mario Bautista. It says total takedowns attempted are 1,000 and 500 landed from them. It's very unrealistic to have so many takedown during the career. So maybe we made some mistake and actually it's not a takedown field, maybe it's something else. Can you please check it? Yeah, I mean, he has like 40 takedowns in his whole career. So it's some mistake. Okay, we will fix that. Okay, so home events, yeah, fighters. Now I think it's good time to start creating a page dedicated to fighters. Put the whole info in description, I think, yeah. So I'll open a terminal specifically for that, I think. By the way, do we have something like, okay, I will ask. So okay, so check Claude MD file, and now I need us to start working on a fighter page. So basically each fighter coming from the database will have its own page, and we need to create a nice layout for it and display all the info for it. And okay, proceed with that only to display everything, and do it, and later I will deal with the UI design. For now, make sure create try to break down the components into smaller pieces. Let's avoid just creating a big huge component. Let's have it clean, keep it clean. Just break down components. Let's say like you can create a helpers folder in each components folder and just delegate the helper functions so we keep it clean, okay? Okay, what else needs to be done actually? Fight results and history also needs to be done. Okay. Yeah. Get back to this. Okay. Let's make this terminal work. Also, I want to ask, what do I want to ask it? Reach advantage calculator. Reach we have. Countdown timer to event. Quick links to fighter profiles for easy matchup. Event history. Matchup indicator, striker, wrestler. On some fighters you cannot indicate this actually. It's a striker or wrestler because you can't categorize some fighters only striker, you know. So I think we'll ignore this for now. Okay, these 2 points for now can be ignored, I guess. Okay, so what do we have here? Bug traced. Found a bug. Good. Here's what's happening. Likely issue. Column misalignment and a fight scraper. Okay. If that's the case, column 4, which is the code, think its takedowns is actual total strikes. That would perfectly explain Mario Bagul's having 1000 takedown attempts and 500 land. These are actual career total strikes, which are completely realistic number. Okay, if that's the case, then what is this? Significant strike. Ah, this is significant strikes. So there are total strikes. Each section on the fight page contains both summary row and per round within the same. Okay. How to verify? I can reach your stats right now. Could you open Prisma Studio? Check for any fight with Mario Bautista. Look at his round stats records. Round stats records for one fight. How many rounds are stored? If 3 round, 5 shows 4 rounds, that confirms it's double counting. Okay. 3 round fight shows 4 rounds, that confirms double count. Okay, so first of all, I need to open PB Studio, check for any fight with Mario Bautista. Okay, let's go. So Claude gave me a task. I'm all the time giving Claude tasks, and now he decided, okay, I'm done. Let's give you a task. Okay. Okay, what should I check? Look, round stats. Okay. Fight. I get round stats. Okay, round stats. Let's check. So we have a round stats here, but how can we understand which fight is this? Fighter ID. Okay, we need to find Mario Bautista's ID, which is task, which is a task, you know. Okay, so name Mario Bautista. We found it, I think. Yes. Let me copy the ID, and I need to find round stats. Fighter ID should be equal to this one. Apply filters. Okay, we found how many fights, bro? You like fought so many times in 3 years. I think it's not real. There's some mistake. There is some mistake, I am pretty sure. Let me check. Like, no, it's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. No, it's not possible. There's some heavy bug, I think, in the database. Mario Bautista, let's see. He fought once in 2026, 3 times, 2 times 2025, 2 times 2024, 2 times 2023. So what fights are they? Ah, these are rounds. Sorry, this is not fights. These are rounds. Okay, yeah, rounds is possible. Check records for one fight. How many rounds are stored? Okay, so now I need to find the relationship to fight. How should I find it? ID. Fighter ID. How? Like round number. Or this is what it's asking. Look at the round stats. How many rounds are stored? If a 3-round fight shows 4 rounds, then confers double counting. Okay, so we don't have any 4th round. You see, we have round number 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. So basically, he was, yes, we have one which is 1st round. So he had submission here, 1st round finish. Here he fought 3 times, three rounds. I mean here 3 rounds, 3 rounds, 3 rounds, 3 rounds. Yes, 3 rounds. So basically, it should be correct. This is correct. Compare the takedown attempted value against the UFC stats. Okay, it actually shows in. Really shows in the TD column for that fight. If it matches total strikes column. Compare takedowns attempted. Okay. So UFC stats I need. Let's go. Okay, I suppose. No, I need to understand which fight is this. I need to find this fighter ID, so I'll understand. Hey, Phantom 369, what's up? Hi. Okay, so fighter ID. I copied. Why can't I find fighter? Oh, let's filter out. Filter. What do we have? ID. Yeah. ID equals to. Yeah, I mean it should be. Right. Why doesn't it? It's not possible. Oh, or no? Yeah, we found one or no? Oh. Yeah, I have a couple of years, like 3-4 years experience in coding, and began vibe coding after that. Now studying, gaining experience in vibe coding. Okay, so it's really weird. Why can't I find? Ah, it's fight ID. Fight ID. I don't need fight ID. I need fighter ID. Fighter ID, fight ID. Okay, so I need to find the fight. Need to find the fight. Fight ID. Yeah, I mean, for sure, I make some stupid mistakes during coding. Also depends on the model. Most models do stupid mistakes while coding, but sometimes I notice that these stupid mistakes come from not enough context given. Sometimes I think I give good context, and turns out it was not that good and it made stupid mistakes. So the more better context I give, the less mistakes it does. But some models like Opus easier understands what you really want and it does less mistakes, but of course it does mistakes. But I think more we get into the future, the less mistakes it will make. No, it will for sure always make, but it gets better and better. You know, for example, if I compare like 6 months ago or like more, AI was making all the time mistakes. It just can't understand well things, but now it's getting better and better, so but still making mistakes. Okay, so fight. We have Jason Herzog referee. Okay. Maybe I find a fight like this. Which fight is this? Umar Nurmagomedov. Okay. So. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I mean, it's terrible, like, using this thing. There gotta be something. There gotta be something. Okay, so I need to find fight. Fighter. Autista, okay. No, I don't think so. I used the codex today and yesterday as well, and it's just slower. It's slower than Claude, and also no, it did good. Like it designed some UI stuff better than Claude, a little bit, but I think it's a bit slower, so I prefer working with Claude. Okay, now I'm searching for a fight with fighter ID. Where's fighter ID?
Want to spice up your listening? Smart Shuffle can weave in song recommendations for your playlist when you join Spotify Premium. Or start a jam, where you can invite your friends to create and add to shared playlists, all with unlimited skips and repeats. Tap the banner to learn more.
Okay. No, this is terrible. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it does. Codex maybe makes less errors. I just don't have that much experience. I just used a little bit because I have just a better subscription for Claude. I have like a $20 subscription on Codex, so I tried a little bit some things today, and yeah, it was like slow, you know, and I still prefer Opus, but yeah, it's worth trying. It's much better than all the other stuff, I think. Yeah, I use Cursor. I have not heard about Whisperflow actually. Is it also ID Whisperflow? Don't type, just speak. So what is this? Your flow, like text to speech thing, kind of. It looks cool, by the way. Yeah, my name is Irakli. Yeah, Irakli. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, interesting stuff. So many new stuff with AI integration. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's cool. So we have like pending stuff here, like blockers. Okay, so it finished implementing fighter route here, I guess. Fighters, okay, don't have anything here. Say I click this, nothing. Components broken down, not one big block. Fighter page content, fighter hero, fighter stats, helpers. Okay. Each fighter page is accessible at fighter's ID, the opponent name in the fight history. Okay, let's see how accessible it will be. Let's copy the name of some fighter. Specifically, I need again Mario Bautista because I only have his image, I think, populated for now. ID, let's check. We fighters. Yep. Okay, we have. Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, this is terrible, this design stuff, but this is nice. Fight history. We display fight history. We display career statistics nicely. Okay. That's really nice. Okay, I'll get back to designing later. Will AI take coding jobs? I guess it will reduce maybe on some companies. It already did reduce need for many developers. Now those companies take less developers, but they provide AIs to them and they work on things and ship product quicker. Like a regular junior developer won't spend like 6 hours on fixing a button, I think. So yeah, it affects in a way. It will it's happening already. AI is kind of doing its thing, but it does not necessarily mean that it's only bad will happen. There will be, like, I think, new openings It's basically changes, you know. Just people should not be scared of changes. Changes will happen, and some new opportunities will definitely also happen. No, I don't think it's a junior a dev level. Like it's, I think, more like a mid, you know. But it depends, like what you are doing. The task it's doing for me, like it's not junior level. It's more like a mid, not senior, by the way. Like because senior should, I think, in my understanding, like senior is very experienced and he knows the best way, you know. And this AI is solving, it's delivering like fixed solution, but not all the time it's being the best and most efficient. So it's definitely like a mid, you know, or maybe good junior, depends how you view the juniorship level, you know. Okay, so this one is done. Okay, let it do. I wanted to redesign only that component. I don't want it to redesign everything. I hope it does redesign everything. Okay, so I need to somehow fix this. Each section on the fight page contains. Okay, can you help me please find the ID for the fight Mario Bautista versus Umar Nurmagomedov? Okay, so now it's redesigning. I hope not everything, and only the fighters. Yeah, it's redesigned it. Okay. Looks much better than it was. Still not good, but much better. Okay, while it's redesigning, guys, I'm gonna be back in a minute. Just a smoke break, couple of minutes. Okay, so what's up? Let's proceed. So what's up? Let's proceed. What do we have here? Okay, it's done. It's done, and this looks much better than it was. Okay, something is off. I need to understand what. First of all, let's figure out with the data. What is wrong with data? Okay, if I open up a fight through here, let's see. Yeah, I don't have it yet. I need to create a page to see the fight statistics. Okay, where is the Claude file? Okay, so we have fighter profiles, we have fighter comparison tool, we have upcoming events, full card display, fight order, countdown timer, quick links, event history, past use cards, fight results. Hey, Bedlam. No gambling. This is specifically for UFC enjoyers. Maybe a bit for betting. Like, let's say someone wants to check the probability and statistics, and this site will be perfectly for it. And also I want to integrate the functionality where users can watch in real time the statistics of a fight going on. So let's say fight starts and you can watch like which second, which minute is this of the fight, and in a real time updating like statistics, because many people don't have the subscription to watch the fight live, so they just want to know what's happening. So this will be the place to check it out, you know. And it will have many features like maybe chat, and yeah, like it will be built on the way. So the idea is that the statistics and the predictions, because here is the algorithm which feeds on the data, and it will give the prediction for the fight. So yeah, this is in the plans for now. Also, I like UFC in general. I am planning to just, for as a hobby, just do prediction videos, discuss the fights, analyze fights. So also I'll be opening this app just for the video sake. I will use these tools to analyze and talk about the fights. So it will be also a tool, you know, for people who, there are many people who actually like enjoy this and post on YouTube. So yeah. Okay, so fight result and history, searchable database of past fights, filter by fighter, event, number rounds, stats for completed fights, were data available. Yeah, we need yet to implement this. Yeah, thanks, Bedlam. Yeah, and that's actually true. A lot of people vibe coding. It allows you to really like quickly work on whatever you want. Yeah, that's the, I think, the beauty of this, because like let's say you want to build something and it takes a lot of time, months, but using vibe coding, like you can quickly do it. And then if you are planning to push to production, you get experienced developer, or maybe you are a developer, you can just quickly do the bug fixing manually, like to go through the code, organize it, but it saves a lot of time with vibe coding. So yeah, it's definitely cool. Okay, so what's the result here? Confirms the column misalignment bug. Look at the numbers. Mario Bautista, Heidaus landed 8. More with 32 takedowns in round 1. Impossible. That's obviously total strikes, not takedowns. Yes, true. Let's go. The US stats totals table percentage column. Oh, the actual columns are okay. Okay, so it found the issue and is suggesting the fix. Yeah, so yesterday, I think yesterday, no, the day before yesterday, I initialized this project with Claude. And first thing I asked was to make me scraper functions, which I run. So it will scrape all the data from UFC.com and generate and populate the tables. And it created scrapers and told me approximate time it will be needed to finish all the scraping, and it would be 8 hours for all time, like fighters from UFC.com, 8 hours, and it will scrape everything. So I decided, and also it gave me the alternative to scrape from 2023 year, last 3 years, the fighters and the fights. So it would take 2 hours. So I went with that approach, considering that there would be some bugs and then I need to redo some stuff. So yeah, I mean, I scraped the data and here we go, we have some bugs. So when all the bugs for the data are fixed, then I'll proceed to scrape all the data for all the time fighters. Also, one cool stuff which I want to do is like make some kind of a fantasy fight generator where you can pick the fighters from any time, like let's say retired fighters, old fighters, and do a fantasy matchup, match them up and like generate the outcome. So let's say like if you are an MMA fan, of course you like, if you are old time MMA fan, you know that Fyodor Emelianenko, the Russian guy, you know, and let's say match him up against John Jones, and yeah, it will be interesting to see. Okay, so we have a plan for this. Fight scraper has incorrect column indices in both. Okay, the UFC stats tables contains percentage columns. Impact: every stat after significant strike is wrong for all scraped fights in the database. Okay. After code fix, rescrape and recompute. Delete all existing round stats records. They're all wrong. Oh, no way. Reset fight scraping. Progress to fight. Get rescrape. Okay, so I need to run the scraping again. I'm fixing query the Umar about this round stats again. Non-zero values. Takedowns. Okay, so I don't want it to run it by itself. You proceed to run it, or I should run scraping commands. It ignored my message. Will you proceed with scraping, or I will run scraping terminal command? Okay, so said okay, in that case proceed. Okay. Now, okay, so what else do we need here for now? And fighters list. Actually, yeah, fighters. We should have it here, but we need divisions. I think divisions where you can choose division and see the list of the champion and all the fighters. Okay, events and fighters. And there should be search also. Okay, let's proceed with that. Where is it? Okay. Clear context here. Okay, now in the header we have a fighters link, and we need to implement a page where we list all the fighters, and also this page should have a search bar where user can search for a specific fighter. Okay, let it proceed with this now. Okay, TypeScript compiles. It has fixed the columns for the database, and next steps: plan calls for deleting all round stats records and resetting fight scraping process. So everything gets rescraped with the correct column map. Should I proceed with those database progress? Okay. Then you, okay, I'll do it in the end for today. I'll proceed with all the other fixes, and this can be done at the end of the stream, and then I can leave the data scraping. So it will take time, so yeah, now we can work with what we have. Okay, now actually the hardest question, which still exists for me and Claude cannot answer it, is, as a non-designer, I'm a developer, how can I implement good designs? Because yeah, I mean, how to implement good design, because I just can keep asking Claude, you know, just improve this design, but it's not the answer. You can't improve because you need to know what type of color palette should the project have, how do you like components, how should they look like. It should be like project should have its own defined set of components which a designer is needed, or they could be some tool maybe which exists and developer can use. And there are actually tools I have used, I generated with them some designs, but they are not that effective. Or maybe it's just a free version which is like Google Stitch. Okay, let me check. Maybe it's just about the free version. Stitch generates UIs from web applications. Okay, cool, let's check. Okay, design with speed of AI. Describe. Okay, cool. Okay, let me check. But I guess I need a good prompt for this. Thinking with Pro. high quality designs in HTML with Gemini 3 Flash. Okay, let's try Flash. Desktop. I need desktop. Okay. Let me think for the prompt. Connect with Stitch your AI tools with MCP. Okay. Swipe your design. MMA website. MMA UFC fights. MMA style website. Okay, let's take a screenshot of what you got. Okay, full approach. Okay, I'll try this, but what do you mean by web mode? Stitch with the web mode. Actually, if I sign in, okay, web design. Yeah, got it. Okay. Okay, I got this home page, landing page. Let me just adjust this is my landing page. Which has a header and displays UFC fight upcoming fights upcoming
Play the music the moment is calling for, whether it's
events.
turning up the party or winding down to relax the evening. Curate the day's soundtrack with ad-free music
Please
listening
help
and online
me
downloads on Spotify
find
Premium. Tap the banner to learn
find
more.
the right design. Now, as you can see, the next event is a bit different. Looking compared to upcoming events. It's not looking nice now. Overall, I prefer looking nice now. Let's find a solution to it. Overall, I want light colors. Okay, please give me 5 variations. Okay, let's try. Yeah, like this design looks crisp. I just checked the example of one design. Yeah, nice. It's even choosing typography already. Okay, so it generated something. Okay, something is ready. Oh, nice. I didn't expect it to be like this level. I mean, it's much better than what I generated. I generated on different websites which I found through Google, like Replit and I don't remember the others, Bolt, I think. But this one is like much better. Okay. So it even gave the idea for this one, like live now, so I can just mark some live events like this. Okay, so I will start with exclusion logic. I will exclude the ones that I don't like. Say this one we don't want. Okay, this one has potential, I guess. But this one, I like this live now, and overall, I like this one. Okay, let's go here. What's the difference? Okay, the header is dark. Okay, it has dark mode, light mode. It has, okay, so Fight Night, colors, I like this one more than this. What about this section? It's almost similar, this one, this section, but there's slight difference, I think. This one is still better. This one is like Apple, like I think old iPhones had this when you just open your phone and it had this screen lock like this. So overall, this one is still better. Coming up, I don't like too much light blue color, so this one is still better. here we have overall this one is better than this, I think. It has a footer. This one has a different footer. I'll go still with this one for now. Yeah, really, UFC can be predicted by AI. Then you can go for cricket. I mean, you can go for it. Like you can predict everything with AI. But actually, it's not AI generated predictions. I just asked AI to create an algorithm which specifically takes data, as much data as possible, statistics, all-time statistics, and based on that, it just makes the prediction. And yeah, I mean, it works fine now, and but yeah, I still will try to improve it more and more to consider as much information as possible. So it's not completely AI prediction. So let's check this one. Actually, I like these colors more, light colors instead of dark colors like this. Open claw and let it predict in the backend. Yeah, I mean, what's the benefit of it? Like, what will it do differently? You mean use OpenClaw to integrate OpenClaw so it will work as AI and do the prediction? So instead of algorithm, I feed this data to OpenClaw and predict. That's what you mean? I have tried actually installing OpenClaw on my computer. I wanted to try some things. It was a crazy hype on it, and I don't know, it kind of didn't hook me up that much. It's like I think you need some specific tasks which you must really need it. I don't know, but idea is cool, like to automate everything in your life when you are with your phone and try to do everything. Like you have a full-time job, imagine, and you tell OpenClaw that, okay, do PR reviews its job, so it reviews other developer PRs. You need to give access everywhere, but you know that it's also dangerous. And I think there was some stuff going on about OpenClaw that whoever got signed up, the database was public for them. So basically whatever you did was open source public database. So yeah, didn't continue with that one. So this design I like more. Plus the fighter names are centered here. Yeah, hardware be safe. Yeah, that's true. Need to buy that separate. How is it? Mini Mac or something. Yeah, I mean, actually, for such a small thing like OpenClaw is anyway using some AI, right, which you integrate. So basically, I can set up some AI, so I can feed that, make API calls with the data coming from database overall, and still use AI for predictions. But for now, I think I'll be fine with this algorithm for now. Okay, that's cool. Do you build something on YouTube, or you are just vibe coding on your own, some projects? So now I will leave these two options, and I want to kind of blend them together. Let me separate these two. Let's check this one. Okay, this one is less attractive than these two. Okay, no, not this one. Okay, so I have two options now. Okay, so I like okay, so I want to blend them in a way that the V4 version has next event light colors as the one in V2 version. Okay, let's try like this. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Suraj Dai, you built many apps actually. Which AI do you like to use? Which LLM model? It's so amazing that it allows us to build so much stuff. Yeah, I have not built much stuff because I actually want. No, actually, I struggled with finding what I want to build. I just enjoy UFC. I decided to start building this. Finally found this what I want to build. I had many ideas, but I just didn't want to. I had initially one idea which I wanted to do is like real estate app, and maybe try to push the production, but I just stopped it because from where I'm from, it's very saturated market, so I stopped. But this thing, the UFC app, I will enjoy myself, so yeah, that's one of the purposes. And yeah, I use basically I'm working full-time as dev, and yeah, I mean lately it's so trendy AI that I am using it at work as well. Like it's really useful, helps deliver faster, and yeah, solves a lot of issues. Yeah, anti-gravity I have heard, and someone recommended me today as well, anti-gravity. Yeah. Google 3, you mean the... What do you mean by Google 3? You mean the Google models, LLMs? Actually, yeah, I mean, I really enjoy Google models. Gemini 3 Pro I have used for planning and brainstorming some stuff. And comparing to all the other models, it did well. Yeah, okay, so you are pure vibe coder. That's great actually. But do you struggle a little bit? Do you bump into some problems where you have some bugs, and You just and maybe AI is stuck in the loop of fixing it. Do you have struggles like that? Yeah, Gemini 3 Pro and Flash, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, basically with Opus, with Claude, I still didn't bump into some bug with which it couldn't fix for now, like with the latest versions. But before I have used it with Cursor, I have also like 6 months ago Claude's subscription, and at work I had some complicated tasks, and not always it could solve. Like I had some tasks which it like couldn't solve, you know. I was bumping into like same issue trying to solve, and it didn't. But now I just started trying out this new Opus 4.5 actually like a week ago, and still I didn't face any issue that it can't solve for now. Actually, I had one task at work which was like to generate KQL queries in the Azure environment, and I used ChatGPT. I didn't want to waste Claude tokens, and ChatGPT, I gave it really good context what I want, and I gave it the example of existing queries, how our project works, and ChatGPT generated me some stuff, and it just could not work, you know. I mean, there was some bug, it was not working perfectly. I spent a lot of time on this, and then I switched to Claude, and Claude did it, like solved this issue. Not immediately, but a lot quicker, let's say 30 minutes. GPT, I spent 2 hours. At least it helped me to understand what was the issue. Okay, so anti-gravity has the ability to run and analyze the localhost with Chrome browser like a human. That's actually great news. I didn't know. I'll definitely maybe use it for testing after I'll finish. So Gemini for UI, okay. So it generates good UI. I guess this Stitch also, yeah, it also uses like Gemini 3 Flash. Yeah, so it generated amazing UI. ChatGPT for what? Planning, you mean, or what do you use GPT for? Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what do you mean by offline GPT. Okay. Okay, I got it. Yeah. So you use for production planning GPT, okay? Yeah, I mean that's cool set of tools, really. Amazing that we have such like cool set of tools, you know. Okay, so what are we doing here? Let's not get stuck waiting for me. Okay, so it made it, but just a moment, it didn't finish. Okay, so it blended whatever I asked, but it even made it better, I think. This is the one blended. Okay. But I'm not sure if this is the one I want, because this one kind of orientates. No. Or it's fine. Okay. Okay, so you're suggesting to try open code CLI with Kimi K2 is free actually and competing with Gemini and Claude. Okay. Actually, I have open code CLI. Let me check. I have used it, but I noticed they are frequently switching the free models. So let's say if Kimi K2 is free, it could be tomorrow not free. They had GLM 4.7 free model, and it disappeared from here. Let me check their free models right now. Actually, can't find any free now. Give me for coding. Yeah, it asks for API key. I will definitely check. Give me. Actually, let me check LM Arena. What is happening there? What is this? The URL outsmarted us. Funny. Okay. Oh, Kimi. So I see Kimi here, ranked 6. So it's the new thing now, as I see. Yeah, maybe it could not be. So I'll definitely check it. Yeah, I can access Kimi actually. I just need to later register, I guess, and maybe get the API key. So yeah. Okay, nice. Yes, it's on 6th place. Kimi. Okay, so it generated and blended the best elements of both versions. Here's the updated landing page. Does this blend achieve the balance of depth? Okay, this not completely achieves. So I will ask. Let's. So let's focus again on. V4 light theme V4, and let's replace coming up UFC cards, coming up fight cards with one. I guess I need to send screenshot. Once that have fighter name centered. I send screenshot of them. Okay, I want this and I'm not sure what is wrong with this. I kind of like this, and this is also cool. Maybe I leave this and just make sure that these coming events are okay. So it's nice. Let's replace coming up fight cards with the ones that have fighter names centered. Send screenshot of them. Okay, so it will replace this upcoming schedule with this. I think it should do it. For now, we will leave this as is, I think. And also, but coming up cannot be live now. Coming up cannot be live now. So it starts. So if it's live, also if the event is live now, instead of next event, we should display kind of that it's live, so user knows it's live, so you can click on it. So could you please also generate me that use case? Okay, so it generated the fighters page. Let's check. Okay, as it always does. It does crazy design. No pagination. Okay. How should we paginate this, by the way? Let's see how the UFC has it. Fighters. Yeah, it has paginated. And ABCD. Okay. Okay, now let's do the pagination. You decide how much to paginate, and also instead of filtering out by weight classes, I think you edit weight class filters. Let's have the filters by the alphabet, so user can filter out by the first letter.
Where you can play your favorites in any order. Tap the banner to learn more.
Yeah, I mean, actually, this vibe coding, it has so much small details which you learn over time. You get during the experience. For example, I need to learn a lot how you approach the design, because there always is a better way. Like, for example, like Opus generated me this. Now, what is the best way now to approach this? Let's say I go to another resource now and ask to generate the design, or maybe there's a plugin, for example, Opus has this front-end designer or something, which does good, but it does by its own, and it spends a lot of tokens. So cool stuff. I will slowly figure out which option works best for me, I guess. So let's get back to, yeah, let's allow it. How do I migrate design from Stitch to open code? To open code, actually, I don't know, I use Claude now, but how will I migrate? It's a good question. It's a good question. How will I migrate? Definitely, I will. The first idea that comes to my mind is just screenshot, to show the screenshot, but it will be perfect. I don't know what the Stitch offers. Maybe it offers something like a Figma file export or something, and maybe then I find some tool to export it as code through Figma. Generate variation. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think screenshot, I'll just send the screenshot to Opus and then it will do something. Then maybe I'll just follow up with prompts to make it look exactly like this, or if it's not efficient, I'll try to manually then go through the CSS and do it. Download the design project file and use copy as path in prompt. Yeah, makes sense. How do you download design, as a screenshot or as PDF? Can it? I think it also can open PDF files. Why not? Okay, so it's crafting still. Okay, so let's refresh. Yeah, we have some pagination. Alpha, it works. Now I will run the front-end stuff. Let's see what it does. Then design. Okay, Stitch gives PNG and HTML. Okay, it's actually really nice HTML that it gives. Yeah, I will check it out. I wonder how does it do the HTML version. Does it like generate all the CSS classes and stuff like that? Let me try to download. Okay, so HTML. Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, it's exactly the same, I think, as it is here. Almost. There's small bugs, but this VS button is not in the center. But all the rest, I think, is the same. Okay, let's compare. Yeah, I mean, look, it's the same basically, not almost. Just one small bug here, which is nothing. And yep, we have it. You have HTML file. Now the question, like, which is better for Claude to follow? That's a good question. I think Claude will handle HTML file easier than a screenshot, because it's like a smaller size than screenshot, and it can follow it and just implement pixel perfect like as it is in HTML. That's amazing, actually, for real. That's this, like, Gemini can generate such designs. PNG for reference, not HTML. Okay, I'll try. But why do you think so? Like, HTML, it has already the HTML structured like code ready to recreate it for Opus, I mean. And through image, how can it recreate it? Like, I mean, more pixel perfect, that's what I mean. Because anyway, it writes JavaScript code, right? Will it be like Next.js and Tailwind? So won't it understand easier with already written HTML? Okay, let me cut. Pitch. Let's open with Visual Studio. AI can phrase the PNG exactly, then HTML code don't know the logic but gives better output. Okay. Okay, that's cool fact. Yes, so we have this is the HTML file. Oh, cool. So it generated HTML file. I thought it would be like vanilla CSS, but it generated HTML file with Tailwind. Even AIs use Tailwind. They don't use like vanilla CSS. I mean, within... No, it's basically for user-generated HTML. So since Tailwind is more popular, I guess it doesn't Tailwind. Okay. So it's polishing pixels. Where is this is the new one. This is the one that I wanted. Okay. Each token character is yeah, each code character is token. Yeah, I mean, it will, yeah, for sure. But PNG is like, seems to me that PNG, since it's more in kilobytes, and the way I imagine that AI reads it is through bytes, right? So I think a PNG kind of should have more input tokens, but I'm not sure. It's just my understanding. Just a moment. So let me check. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Low detail, 85 tokens per image. High detail, calculate 85 tokens plus 107 tokens. Okay. Wow, that's interesting fact. Yeah, I mean that would make life easier because like I always think that sending image like makes more token waste, so I'm not feeling comfortable doing that. But yeah, well, that's actually would be very nice if that's the case. Yeah. So now what do we have here? It's kind of yes. So I need somehow to combine this by myself. I like this one. Sure. Let me take this. So I have this one, this section. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna combine this. Let's finish this. Okay, I'll go a quick 1 minute break, guys. Gonna be back. Okay, let's see what is here. Okay, it made it totally dark. Okay, still cool progress. Okay, now back to design. So I need to combine this somehow. Okay, so I guess I will export this. Okay, let's try. I will export this component specifically. Okay, I have it as image. I will ask Claude to implement this. Okay, so I'm gonna throw this here into the terminal. Yes. Okay, these are mine actually. Let's compare this. I mean, it's almost the same, my version, actually. It's almost the same. Just a small typography difference. Pretty small differences. Okay, I guess let it be for now. Let's move on to the next section. Yeah. Is open code good to build the whole app, or do you usually switch between different tools? Yeah, actually, I don't know the answer to the question, but I know that open code allows you to build full applications. Open code is just basically a terminal which allows you to use any AI model you can connect with API key, and it's more autonomous than Claude. Claude like requires your engagement more. With open code, I think you can just autonomously, if you customize it autonomously, it allows you to work, so you can kind of customize in a way. So yeah, I mean, if you want to use Claude specifically, I think open code is not the best solution because of the new rules. Claude can block you if you use it with open code. Depends, I think, how you use it, because Claude is not supporting the autonomous using of AI. So if you are not using Claude, definitely you should do it with open code, and you can do like build anything. Okay, so one thing that kind of concerns me here is that we have this title and we have this names, same names here. I don't know. Let's check the UFC website. Upcoming event. Okay, I'll go with this one for now. Okay, so okay, I need this image. What is this? Okay, so on landing page, I want to redesign next event component with the image I provided. Okay, so it will redesign this. What else do we need to redesign? We have this component, this, and the header, I guess. Yeah, header is dark. I don't want dark for now. Yeah, let's go with the header. Let's please redesign the header with the image provided. Yeah, what am I using for speech to text? Yeah, I'm on Windows, and Windows has this built-in tool. You can press Windows plus H on the keyboard, and it opens the integrated text-to-speech. Like this one, like I press Windows key and H, and yeah, it's listening. Okay, so we have some updates on the UI. Okay, the header is ready. Okay, toggles the header. So okay, now what I discovered is not nice actually. What is this? Alexander Pantoche, he's a champion. He's like not on one loss record. What is this? Okay, so bug is in the database. For some reason, Scraper didn't scrape correctly. Okay, who should I check? John Jones. Jones is correctly. Merab Dualishvili 21. Okay, but why does it?
You get to focus on the music. Explore a vast catalog of millions of songs without hearing ads, or download your playlist to listen to them anywhere. You can also play your favorite songs in any order, with the freedom to skip forward,
okay.
backward as much
So
as
it's
your audio.
Fight history is correct, Pantoja's fight history, but not all data is being fetched. Okay, it updated, I see. Okay, so here it's displaying not correct index of the fight. Okay, now I see that the next event card displays the fight which is actually on the bottom of the card. It should display the last fight in the array, I think, which is the main event. Can you please check? I think we are taking the 0 index fight now and displaying. Okay, it looks okay on mobile screen for now. Okay, fixed. So okay. Okay, it redesigned the. Now I need this one also to be the light version. Now can you please make sure that the fighters page, check the fighters page, and the colors there are dark. We need to make sure that the colors is being consistent between the pages. Make sure that fighters page color palettes are same as on the home page, light ones. Okay, so we need to take care of this. Also, I don't know where is this getting from the starts in. It's definitely not correct, but it's okay. I'll find the source so I can wire it. Okay, so it will take care of the fighter. We need events, I guess. Events, but on UFC it's only upcoming events, not past events. Do I really need to display all events? So events. I think I can hold on this. On the main page we are already displaying upcoming events, so it's fine. We have the statistics for the fighters. I guess I'll tomorrow start developing the compare page where users can create like fantasy fights and compare different fighters. But today I will leave the data scraping, so it keeps on scraping and fills the database with the correct information. Now, by the way, fight card which I like is dark mode. It needs to be light mode. It's not looking cool. Okay, I guess what I will do is this. Let's go again. And I think it should be a bit wider. Oh no, it's fine. Okay, now I will go here. Okay, now this is my fight card component. It's a model that opens up the fight and its statistics. So since we have light design, light colors, I want to adjust this fight card to also have light colors. Please give me 5 variations of it. And if you notice some details which can be improved for better user experience, please apply it. Okay, this looks much better. Okay, let's see. Looking interesting. By the way, let's compare. I think, yeah, I mean, I pasted PNG to Claude. This one. This one. Let's compare how did it do. Okay, so pay-per-view. So okay. The details. So the font is different. I just need to set up the font. Starts in. Nickname. Yeah, I mean it's almost identical. It did really good job. Like based on a PNG, they implemented pixel perfect almost. Okay, that's really nice. So now I can do the same with this. Let's compare this one. So we have the dark one and suggestion is this. Key factors. Okay, so I like this one. I like this one. Real. I like this one more than this. The tabs are looking nice here. But key factors are looking kind of here better on this one. And also the fight prediction lines, this red and blue, are better on this one. What about this? Yeah, when someone has slight edge on this, let's highlight it, I guess. This one is nice. Or this one. Probably this one is really nice. But this is too white and I think this one fits more the general design of the website. Okay, so this one is nice. Let's throw this away. Let's take this and let's combine these two. So the lower part is good. I like the tabs here more than this one. But I like so I like these images, really, the width of these images. And okay, so now I need to give it a prompt, you know. Okay, let's try like this. I like this version of design, but I want to make some fixes here. So the tail of the tape, the statistics between the images, let's make this section a bit more smaller in width and make the images more wider. So the images will be a bit wider. The names under the images will not be centered, they will be to the left. And also the stats of the fighters also will not be centered, they will be to the left. And the red corner, blue corner labels will be not rounded, they will be simple block form, you know, not rounded. Okay, let's see if it follows the instructions. How it follows the instructions, let's see. Meanwhile, what's happening here? Okay, so what did it fix? Fighters. Okay. Yeah, fighters page. It made, yeah, nice in the colors, like same in the landing page. Okay, so I think I got confused with branches. Yep. Okay, so okay, so this one looks fine. This one, except it has this things needs to be centered. Okay, let's check one thing. We have for rear. Okay, I will go with this one directly. We'll throw it to Claude and ask to redesign based on this. So oh, I need to save the image. I need to save this image. Okay, I want to redesign the fight card component. Okay, so this will redesign, and one thing which unfortunately got closed. Okay, so we have a bug in the database. The issue is when you check the fighters in the database, their statistics is wrong. They have takedowns. For example, some fighter has 500 takedowns out of 600 or crazy numbers. It's not possible to have so much takedowns. So I think when scraping data, we made some mistake. We wrongly indexed some columns. Can you please investigate and find the issue and then set up correctly the scraping functions? But please first identify the issue so you understand what we need to do. Nice. Yeah, I want to make it just prepare the scraping function, so I can just leave it overnight scraping data. I think the whole data. It will take, I think, about 8 hours or 6 hours to scrape everything because I have some part of data already. Okay, so it's finished. Let's check. Nice, much better, but the model itself is dark. Model is dark, and I don't like the fact that it's scrollable. Okay, nice. Now the model itself is dark. Can we also apply the same colors, light colors, to the model itself? And also, I don't like the fact that it's scrollable, the fight card. Also, the model has toggle option for other components. Let's remove and let's leave only fight card on the model, and let's try to make so it's not scrollable, so everything fits into the viewport. What is this?
Let your music taste shine with Premium. Host a jam with your friends and share your favorite songs with the entire squad, without ad breaks. You can also play your favorite albums in any order with unlimited skips and repeats. Tap the banner to learn more.
Okay, let's see. Yep. It's still, now it's not scrollable, but it has another issue. So what we need to do? Okay, got stuck.